Alrighty, welcome back. We're back at it, and I'm Bad Chad, your man, and we're on air. I'm hoping to show a good visual today. After we shut the video off yesterday, me and Jolene sat down, had a little drinky poo with each other, just chatting, having fun, talking. And I wanted her help and her vision on what I'm doing. And we got setting here, we got talking about things, and now I think we have a plan where we're going to go with it. And I want to thank Jolene for her great idea because she helped me out. She did. She helped me out a lot because she kind of come up with the idea of just messing around and putting things on there. She doesn't, what can I say? She doesn't do this all the time with me, but when she does, it's muchly appreciated. Thanks, baby. She looks amazing. Anyways, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to make a good visual to show you what's going on. I have this lip here and this lip here. Obviously got them lips that don't look good. That needs a lip job. We're going to fix it. What? Baby don't need a lip job. Baby's got perfect lips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this first. And all I did is took a measuring tape. I've got it set up over there. I'm going to start already. That's why Jolene's out here already filming, because I was almost ready to do something. She said, you can't do that. So what I'm going to do is I took a tape measure and measured it over. I think I got about 1.5 inches up. So I'm just going to cap that wall piece on here. Just going to bring it over, bring it up. I'm just going to square it off. Going to set a piece on there like that. Tack, 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 tack along there. And I'm going to do one here, and then I'm going to cut it so it goes together, weld it together so we can make that look nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. Got my Lincoln Electric Tomahawk 375 plasma cutter. Working fantastic. I want to thank Lincoln very much. Awesome. I got a piece of metal here already marked out 3 inches, 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches is 3 inches. I hope it is anyways. So I'm just going to use my ruler to do this, and actually I just kind of put that on the line. It's got this little guard on the side of this plasma cutter, so I can just put the guard on the ruler itself. I'm just going to push it back a little bit further, give me a little more strength to push down. You can see how I put that on there, that ruler right on there, and I can eye that up right on the center of that mark, just like that. And then I do it on this end. And I should be ready. Not going to get much faster than that. What zip cut? All right, I need 2 of them. I got 2 sides, so I might as well do 2 of them. Just keep moving along here. So I'll do another one, mark it. Hopefully we can get a nice visual going on to show you what's happening. And I'm happy with what we're going with. And it's fun. It's fun. And I must say, I'm happy with the visual that we come up with last night. Very happy with the visual. And I hope you are too. And if you're not, it's okay. Not everybody likes ice cream, right? No, it's okay. But take from it what you can and throw away what you don't want. Basically, that's what it's about. And that is even as a person. Find something that you like as a person. Find what you like. Take it and throw the rest away. And then you be your own person. Faster than that. All right, those 2 pieces, that piece there does the top rail here. Oh, also I got the other side done, obviously. Got that put on yesterday. The panels went on very nice. I did not have to wheel them to get this and this. I just used the roller. I think I punched that out quite quickly for what was needed there. And you can take it or you can throw it away. Whatever you want to do. But I had to make it out of 2 pieces to get the desired shape. And if you don't know, a lot of people make most of their panels out of more shapes than just, and more pieces than just one, you know. No one just rolls a fender out of one piece. It's many different pieces to make a fender, and you weld them all together to get your one piece. So we've got a 3/4 inch. This is what I'm doing. I got 3/4 inch there. Just this lip. That's what I'm talking about, the 3/4 inch lip. So we're 3/4 inch by just a minute now. Yep, 3/4 inch. Shouldn't say that. Can't come out that 3/4 inch. I got 3/4 inch. Yeah, I can do that. 3/4 inch by 2 inch. 3/4 by 2. 3/4 by 2. So 2 3/4. We'll bend these in the brake, and then we'll slide them up in there and get them to make it look like something. If you get a chance to buy a Lincoln plasma cutter, I suggest you do. It works really nice. 2 3/4. And I find that Lincoln is more reasonable priced than everybody else on things like that, like the welder and stuff. I think that's why I bought the Lincoln welder to begin with, because of the reasonable price. And it worked just as good as any other welder. It's like when I played hockey. The Bobby Orr stick didn't make me play like Bobby Orr. The Wayne Gretzky skates didn't make me skate like Wayne Gretzky, if you know what I'm trying to say. The garage doesn't build the car. You know what I'm trying to tell you. The camera doesn't make the show, does it, baby? Nope. Aha! That's the truth, isn't it, baby? That's the truth. That's working so nice to, you know, getting the grinder out and cutting that. I got to get a pair of those shears again. Jolene's got to step up and order me a set sometime. She will, boys, she will. She'll step up and get me a set a little bit when I least expect it, and I'll get a great big surprise. Surprise! What a baby. Yep. You know what she told me? The shears don't make the body, man. Get to work. The shears don't make the body, man. Where's my mark? Yeah, should be good visuals today. I'm with Jolene, so I get good visuals every day. Don't it, baby? Yes, sir. Now, I want a 3/4. Old greasy fingers. So it was 2 inch by 3/4. I'm going to mark 2 inch on that. Two inch on that. Looks good, looks good. This one was 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Was that was? I better check. What I got that one now? What do I got going on there? Hope I measured that right. If not, I'll just do it again. That makes sense. I'll just do it again. And you know what that does? Practice makes perfect. I don't know if it makes perfect, but it sure does makes it easier. Hoping that I got that going on right. So I'm just going to take this over. I'm going to bend this first one and try it out, see what goes on. We're on air. Jolene has shut the plasma cutter down. She said, "You're not using that more." I'm shutting it off. This is quite a fun project, and I'll say reason why. Man, oh man, it's taking the old brain effort to make a square roof going around car. I don't want to go more than a 90. I just want to go the 90. That's all I want to go. I'm hoping, and I'm praying. That works. Now all I'll have to do is cut it to length. I'm just going to tack it on this area here. We'll cut it to length, get it up in there, and then we'll go with that. So I'm going to go with that one, and I'm going to try that one, and then I got the other ones cut for the other side. I can only do one side at a time, so that's what I'm going to do. We'll put that in there. I'm not sure if I should have the other way around. I've got 2 inch on this side, 3/4 on this side. Not sure which way you should put that in the brake. Should it be the 1/4 inch part in there and bend the 2 inch up, or should it be the, probably should be the, not sure. We'll soon find out. Sometimes the brake will shove it in on you. Ah, come on. Okay, so that finishes us off there. So I'm going to take the grinder, take off a little bit of slag. Doesn't leave much. It falls right off too, actually. Not much at all. Not much at all. Let's get my poop in a group here. So what I got to do is I got to cut them to length, clean that up, and tack those on. And all that's going to do is get rid of this messy look here, like the roof is not finished here. I got to have it finished looking. I know that the window used to go up there before, but it's not going up in there now. Fina can sit in there. Fina the dog. She's a great dog, she is. Alrighty. I'm just going to clean some slag off this. Then I got to cut it to length. I got to clean that off. That was quick. Huh? Hardly any slag whatsoever. That was quick. I might have enough for both sides of this one piece. That'd be fantastic. But if I don't, that's okay too. I'm probably going to have to, I don't know sure what I'm going to do here at the corner. If I'm bringing it up like that, or if what I'm doing there. But I know one thing for sure, is I've got to cut it to length. I'm not going to have enough for both sides. I've got to figure out what I'm doing. Like when I come down here, I can't, I say can't, but get this on here, right? I'm going to cut it a little bit long, and the reason being is because I don't know what I'm doing there yet. I'm going to slice that up. Then I can get that down further. Sometimes you think something's going to be really easy, then it takes you for a loop. We'll go straight across first, see what that does. See how close I can get it down before I cut it off. I'm going to plug in the other grinder. Excuse me, sweetheart. Yeah, you think something's going to be easy, then it throws you for a loop. We'll go with that one first, the smaller, shorter one. And all I did there is run it with the door. So I had this on here. I just drew the line across with the door. Just went like that. So I know. I'm going to cut some more out. I think I want to get that to go all the way down for now. Yeah, I do. And just going to have a cut like this in the end. Like it's really going to have to, got to do a little bit of work there. Get that to fit. We're getting there. All right. Now, see, I like that now. Oh, left my marker alone. Go like that. A little bit of scribing. I'm liking it now. I'm going to take the flapper wheel. You can see I'm a little close going on here. I'm a little close going there. I'm going to take the flapper wheel and just knock it up a bit. But in all actual fact, I could take it and weld it on and then shape it after I open the door. You know, I could get it down tight. I want to be able to open the door. Yes, I do. But just want to take a little bit off. But I can shape it after I get it mounted on. As long as I can get the door open, I should be fine. Basically what I'm saying. As long as I can get the door open. So I can mount that on there. And then if anything's wrong, then I'll shape it after I open the door. I'm going to cut it off, keep throwing that marker down. cut it short, do I? I do not want to cut it short. Oh, too short. If you look and see right here, this point right here, that tells me that I can get it pushed in, that point right there, so I'm going to cut it at that point. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it at that point because it tells me I can get it in there. And I'm going to slice it that way and see what happens. Hope it works out for the best. I should have one of them double things, but we're okay for now. This is my mark. I'm saying that we can tack that on there. This is not going in, let me go in all the way because of this little piece here, so I need to see how I'm on the front of that. I want to go on, I want to butt weld this. See, I got this here on this lip here, and I've got it going to that lip here. This lip here is holding me out, so I'm going to have to take a little bit off this lip just to get that to go in a little bit further. And I just need to know the distance, that's all. So if I go like that, cut it here and just go in there a little bit, and I can shove that in, and I'm happy with that. Cut that corner off a little bit. I thought I was just going to make these pieces, cut them off, shove them up in there, but not the case. I'm going to have to shape them all and make them fit. Fits good now. Little piece right there. And get that in there. Is that hitting yet? Just hitting that front piece. Good, good, good. Whole weight shreddies. And there's nothing special that I'm doing here. All I'm doing is putting up the metal to the car and looking and investigating where it's not fitting. That's all I'm doing. And what's not fitting, I cut and release it. And what is fitting, I leave it and use it. So there's no science here that's going on. I'm just using the metal that I'm using here, and then I'm fabricating it, making it go to the car, and cutting off the pieces that don't fit. So wherever it hits, I'm just marking it and going back there, cutting it off, and then coming over here and making it work. Alrighty, I'm going to take the drill and clean that off for a second. Oh, too short. Let's clean that off. So no rocket science there, not whatsoever. Just trying to square that post off and everything to make it right. We'll have to finish the post off up by the door when the door comes open. So I just want to get something running down here, and all this work in here and this where this post is can be done later. I can shove a piece of square stock up in there to make it, reinforce it, all kinds of stuff. Not interested in, what am I not interested in? Tearing all that off. It's going to be capped over, and it's just glue where the window is. It's all going to be capped over. You're not going to see it. I'll put it in context, just like I'm not interested in what's inside the door. Not interested inside. As long as the outside the door is fine, everything's great. Don't care what's inside the door, basically. Do not care what's inside the sill. I can't see inside the sill. I don't care. So when I bury this over with metal and you can't see it, I don't care what's in there. Like it doesn't affect me. It might affect some if you're really anal, I guess, but it does not matter to me what's inside of. I don't care what's inside that post. Does not matter to me. So basically it's the exact same thing when I bury that. It does not matter to me what's inside there. Play it any way you want to, but it does not matter to me what's inside there. I'm going to get the channel locks to make this fit just right. Sent by a fan. Use them all the time. Just trying to make it fit better, that's all. Get in my pocket. It's good, it's good. Sort of would like to have that in there, but it's not hard going for a second. All right, from there to there wants to be pinched in to my thumb. Just had to take a second and see where it wants to be knocked in. I want it to fit flush. I could hit it with a hammer, but the roof has just been welded on. I'm not interested in banging it with a hammer yet until I really secure it, and then I'm not interested in hitting it with a hammer. So we know that any gaps not quite straight, is it? Not quite straight. I'm going to put that in there again. I'm going to actually I'm going to take and come along here and bend it all in again because it's just not making me happy. Pride in, Chad. Pride in, man. There we go. Hope I get the visual done today. If not, it'll be tomorrow. But I'm going to go Canadian on it. Ain't it, baby? I'm going Canadian on it. Doot. That fits better. Now we're talking turkey. That can be bent in a little bit. Everything can move a little bit. Let's tack it in there. Bum, 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 bum. So that's a very, I don't know what to say. It's an eyesore, is the top of that door. It's an eyesore. And I'm working just like my new red hat. Woo! Baby said, you got to get a new hat on. Whoops. So I decided to put a new hat on, put a new shirt on this morning. Jolene told me I was looking good. Thanks, baby. She's so kind. She's so kind. Now, I'm going to make that fit. I'm going to make that fit up there. And then there, I can grind that off after. Down here, when I open the door up, I can grind that off. Leave you why. Let's get it tacked up here. Kind of messy there yet. I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to tack that right there, and then I'm going to run the grinder through that. To make it fit better than it really does. No, I'm going to wait till I get it a little better shape. Need a grinder disc. And here I thought them were going to just fly right on there. I'll cut them, make them work. That's not the case. Everything takes time. Everything takes time. Makes the post nicer. Yeah, it doesn't even really matter if I do splice it there, but let's do it. Just to make it a little bit nicer. I was going to just leave it the way it was because it's not bad. Oh, gotta plug that bad boy in. You want me to shut the welder off? I can do that, sweetheart. Shut the welder off. Now, it does look better. And I can tap that a little bit. Get off. What I'll do is I'll knock it on one spot, and then I can hit it with a hammer. Right now, it's just going to bounce on me. So I'll tack it in one spot, and then it'll hold it for me, and then I'll hit it with a hammer down about an inch or so. So we'll do that. If you start hitting that, like that distance there, it's just going to bounce on you. Hit it, let it hold it for you. We'll let it hold it for me. And then we'll do it again. A little bit of heat. My scissors, this piece just won't wait its turn. It wants to go on. You can see it coming at me. Put me on, oh my God, I'm hurrying. I'm going the fast I can, man. And I don't want to get up in there and weld this piece on and cover over top of that. I don't want to go up near the roof. This has got two pinch weld pieces together. There's no warping going on if I weld that down there and get that nice and solid. That's basically where I'm at. Trying to space my welds out the same so it looks professional, whatever that means. I think it means you've just been doing it for a while, doesn't it? Doesn't mean anything good or bad, does it? So I'm going to have to do the exact same process to the other side, obviously. Slots over there. Bend that up. Nice. All right. This piece right here. Still open the door. Oh, I can just run something underneath it. Yeah, I can open the door. It's pretty tight. Pretty tight. Alrighty. So we got our first piece in, that closed it off. So when you look at the car, there's no big 90 going on there, I guess, is what I'm trying to get rid of. It's the eyesore, so that'll get all welded down along there. I got more welding for Aiden than, wow. But let's face it, we'll do it together. Not everybody wants to do all the welding. Now I got this other piece here. Let's see if we can get this one to fit. Hoping that I can get that over to that and close that off. Sure I can. Sure I can. Dun, 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 dun. Let's cut this one off. Try to get it in there. On the back here, on the back of this car, I'm going to do something with the back post. So I'm just going to run this in. Run this in as far as I can get it, and then I'm going to make something here. Also, when I talk about make something here, I need a piece of metal here. Last night we ran it straight, we ran it back, we ran it forward, and you're going to see here in a bit how we made it, or how we're going to do it. Run that up there like that. I'm going to cut that off. Cut it off right here, I guess. I'm going to try it, see what happens. I'm hoping that I got enough. I hope I got enough. This is my line. Why having such a time? Okay, that's why. Because that's not out all the way. I have to knock that in. Well, first off, I got to get this corner to fit. This corner stuck out here a little bit. I want to go like that on that lip. That's what I want. It doesn't look like I'm reaching all the way in there where I should be, but that's holding it out. Cut that off. Can't get that in there because this is holding it out. So I'm going to cut that off. I'm just kind of wondering why I'm so well. We'll see. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to cut that off. Probably shouldn't. I'm talking about doing that. That piece does not work for me for some reason. Nope. Let me think about this here for a minute. Let me think. Everybody's saying, I give you all the time in the world. You're the one who's doing it. Okay. cut this piece off instead. See what happens. Getting tricky. It's getting tricky. I'm not even reaching on the inside of the where I want to on that. I guess I'm reaching there, but oh, that's don't feel bad. Just got to get this in. And I did go too short on that. I did too that. Shouldn't have done that. Let's see. This has got to be going. Scared to cut that off. Well, I'm not scared, but you know what I'm trying to tell you. If I put it back like that, does it? Haven't heard one. 2" by 2", that's what I said. So it goes down like that. Where's the piece I cut off? Just want to see if it works like this. That works? Yeah, let's do this. Ha! Let's do this. Let's do this. That didn't do me any good, did it? That didn't do me any good at all. I cut that out of there. Let's cut that out of there. Here we go. Brain farting this morning. Getting closer. That'll go there like that now. Basically, I just need a square piece now. Straight up. I'm just hoping that when I cut that off straight, do I got enough back here? I'm going to cut it off straight and do it again. Keep your fingers crossed. Or you can just laugh at me, no matter. Keep your fingers crossed. Now, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. I can feel that. Why is it not feeling the best? I just don't like how it's curled in there, but that's okay. Because I can go on the outside of that if I want to. Stick with me while I try to figure out this 45. Nope, I got that cut now. I can cut that off later. I'm going to tack that on there. I'm going to weld that there, but I'm going to cut it. Here we go. All right. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Good. I'm still having a hard time getting this piece over here into the roof piece. I can knock, no, that's quite stationary, that is. Stationary. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to knock it on and deal with it. Going to bend it some more. I'm having an issue with this piece at the bottom. The front, I would nail the front on, no problem whatsoever, but I'm having an issue with this piece going in and touching that piece. That's what I want to weld that to, so I want that to fit there. Like, that's what I'm feeling on the inside. I want that to fit. I want it to fit. It's hard. Alrighty, I think I might have it. It's hard to see. I can't see. Light has got me. Fitting there now. Weld it. Bring her head some. That off. All right, I'm going to weld that one. Good. That was a hard one. That's a hard one, very hard, and the reason being is that I want it to fit on the inside. I can't just weld it on the outside and not have it fit on the inside. And I had to do what I had to do to make it work. Where do I want to put this pen? I lost the cover on the inside. You want to hold it for me? Hand it to me anytime? Oh, man. Well, that was an issue. But I have to have it fitting before I tack it on there. That's the end of the equation. If it does not fit, like Buddy said, you must have quit. Why am I having such a time? Like, ah. I got something I can't see that's not making me satisfied with what's going on. Something I cannot see. Kind of haggled and jaggled there, but it is what it is. Good. Good. Speed that up in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got a corner here it's good. Ouch. Got me. Got me. Alrighty. I'm going to have to push that up. If you can come look this way, sweetheart, then everybody can see what I'm concerned about. But I'm thinking that I can push that up in there. See how this metal's away from that lip right there? Now I got to get up there and push that up in there like that. See it? I think it's fine. I just have to get it up in there. Just have to get it up in there. And I just feel like there's a piece of just something holding me out. Something simple. So this piece right here has got to come up too. I got to get in there and push that up to touch all the way along, and then weld that. That's basically what I was concerned about, that being that distance away, but I think I'm fine. Just push up on it. You can watch. I can just push up on it. Good. Alrighty. I think it's time to move on. And move on is mean put another piece in. Where it's just tacked, it's got to be welded. Just tacking it up right now, but it's got to be welded. I'm going to weld a piece right there for shits and giggles. Let's hold that there. Alrighty, I got to stop and take a look at this thing for a second. Just for a second, see what's going on. Doesn't look that fancy right now, but you can imagine if that's welded and ground off and then filled, like it gives a smooth edge. The roof's going to be that thick. So this is what I like to do for myself when I'm looking at something and I can't really visualize it that well. You know what I do is I grab a piece of tape and I cover it over so I can see what it looks like. Or just visualize it a little bit better. Because it's hard to visualize that metal there right now. Kind of looks like out of place, maybe a little bit, maybe, not sure. I just take and do this. Yeah, it's basically squaring it off a little bit more. Have to weld that all the way along there. I got to finish it off. I can't leave it the way it was, and that'll finish it off. I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that, I guess. That'll weld down the lip. It's kind of away from here too on this lip. That'll have to be all brought up to there. Have to pull that in. And basically what I think is happening on that corner is where I'm getting my problem. When I go in the inside of this car, I think the metal's hitting right here at this corner and hitting at that corner, which is not allowing everything to go in place, and I'm going to have to go in there with a zip cut and where that piece come down around like this. My corner's going in and hitting that because it's not coming up to a sharp 45 on what I'm making there. It's round there. I can see the lip. There's a little lip hanging out right here, and it's where it's round. It's where it's holding my metal down, and I'm gonna cut that and let that go up where it's supposed to. Let's carry on. When we were sitting here last night, we had a couple ideas about make the post go this way, make it wider, make it go straight, or triangle it. And what we come up with, me and Jolene sitting here, was a triangle. Is this the one? Yeah, maybe this is the one. A triangle. So basically, that is what we come up with. It's a triangle. That's what we're going to do for that piece. It doesn't look anything special right at the present moment, but I'm going to cut it and I'm going to put it in there. And that's going to weld on top of this. Then we'll have a piece that goes in here. We'll have to cap it off like this. Yeah, never thought of that part yet. We'll just put this piece in and then we'll go with the other piece that we're going to make. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut this. Pair of scissors are down inside the car. So we're making the post bigger here. That's what we're doing right at the present moment. And my piece was just long enough, this piece. I have to put a little piece in there. That's fine. I want to cut. You got my marker, sweetheart? Cool. This piece in here. I'm going to make this go straight. This piece here is going to weld along here, it's going to come down to the post. Down to the post. We talked yesterday about doing this, trying to mock this down in here. Seemed like a lot of work. And then we got messing around with what we're doing with this piece here, putting this triangle in here and what we're going to do. I think it's, what can I say, just as nice or nicer than what was going on there. That's what I got in my brain. Here we go. So we're matched up there. We'll go right along with the roof. This is our piece that we're going to cut. I got to put a little piece in there yet. We'll go there. Let's make this piece right here. I wish the piece would have fit better up around the window starting out. And I know it's the corner of the, yeah. That's not bad anyways. It looks pretty good. It's pretty tight and right. Yes, piece of piss. Piece of piss. All right, I got a piece of metal. Cut this piece. This piece is going to have a piece going in here, and like this, it's going to have, you know, be finished off. I'm just going to put a piece of metal here right now and weld it on. I will put a 90 on it after, like this, after I get it in place and get going. To me, it's going to be quite hard for me to make this piece and put the 90 in not knowing everything, but I just know what I want for the look, if that makes sense. Yeah, so when I put this piece in, I'm going to want a 90 in this way and in this way. And for me to make a 9, put a 90 on this in, I still have to weld down this edge to put a piece in this way, because I'm going to want to plank something to this. So I'm going to have to put this piece in. I might as well make a 90 and put it on like this and weld it down this edge and go here and here. It'd be hard to bend that on the brake to get that, to put that in there. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking. I hope I'm not confusing everybody too much. And if I am, it doesn't matter. Alrighty, let's put this piece in. Want to make a straight edge there? I just drew that across. I might as well make it straight. My bifocals. Come on now. Sometimes this thing's hard to start with the right on the edge like that. I guess it don't want to, so let's take off and do something else. So where we get a square roof on this bad boy, now we're going to add a triangle. Right, baby? Now we're going to add a triangle. And when you're watching this, I was not welding them pieces on because it was not fitting the way I want it to fit. And that's the, you know, if it doesn't fit, I cannot just jam it on there. Cannot jam it on there, neither can you really. If it does not fit, you must just continue on and try to make it fit the best you can, because to weld it on and not have it right, well then you'll be like me, cutting the roof in half again, cutting the roof in half again, cut the roof in half again. So you just really have to be persistent on something that does not fit. And then pieces that were up and around that roof did not fit to my liking. And that's why I played with it and played with it and played with it and played with it, because it was not fitting to my liking. Now I've got it sort of to my liking. See what happens. All right. Now we're talking tricky. Now, and when I put this in here, I can always trim it to make it where I want it after. So if I got this in here like this, and I do not like this line, or if I do not like this line, then I can trim it after. Just like this here, where it's tight down there. When I open the door up, I'll trim it after. And what I mean by trim it is shape it, I guess. I'll shape it after. Straighten that little edge out. Right on that line there. So right on the edge of the roof there. That's good. I'm happy with that. I'm ahead here a little bit on the post. I'm okay with that because I can trim it back. Let's tack it on. Let's do it. second. Where I'm welding it onto the roof, I'm getting it right on that edge, which is fine. Just wondering if I should put a little bend in it right here so I can bring this out a little bit further. And I think I'm gonna. You can see as I'm welding it on the roof right here, the post is right here. This piece comes down. I'm going to weld it on this piece. I'm just wondering if so what I'm going to do is I've got this piece where I want to weld it on. I'm going to bend this a little bit so I can shove it out a little bit further. Right here. Just going to bend that back. I want it set flush along there. I'm going to take a pair of channel locks. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to do the trick. Put that on there now. See how I'm getting it flattened out there so I can weld that on. Just gets a little tighter, that's all. I'm thinking I can vice grip that now to make that right. Just a little bit more. Just want to be able to weld it on top of that post, that's all, to make everything a little bit stronger. Pair of vice grips. How's your arm, Jolene, with the camera? Good? I never asked, but must be get tiring after a while. Now I'm going to vice grip this on here, get this in place. Hello! It's down in there nice. Beautiful. Got a nice little gap going on there. Nice and tight along there. I can straighten that out after. No, I want to. Nope, it's going to be. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm going to just knock that down just a little tiny bit. All right, let's tack this piece on. Just throwing pieces at it. I'm trying to get going what I want it to look like. Just throwing metal at it. All this stuff is going to have to be welded on and fit. Like I just got this stuff fitted on. It has to be welded. All this has to be cut, and you know, so I can fit this on. So it's down with this laying on the square stock. I just got it jammed up in there. I got to run the zip through, cut through everything. I got the zip cut run through the roof. I got the roof tied together, and all this stuff that I'm welding on has to be welded and just done a little bit better. That's all. I'm going to throw my third arm on. I got my pattern on the other side. Took my ground off, did I? Must have. Hey. That was nothing compared to last night, was it, baby? I was welding the piece on the other side. That's just fitting right perfectly in that groove, so it's not going to do anything with it other than tack it on. Lead. That's for all the people that say they got no fill in their cars. Got the roof tied on down the door. That's coming out where I want it. Just going to tack it. Now, I got a piece that I'm putting on here. We're going to do that with you. Stick with us, stick with us, stick with us. If nothing else, take your time, write in a comment and subscribe. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Don't want to sing that, do we? I'm just going to weld this along here because I'm not going to be able to get to it when I put this piece on, and I feel like I want to weld it. Nope, not going to hit it at all. Not going to hit it at all. Just going to weld it on. I want the air though. I don't want to warp that piece. I don't think I'll weld it all the way on. I think I'll just spot it on, weld it all the way on the back side. So we'll do the front. So I'll tack it on here, but I can weld it on the back side.